Hello, this is my follow-up second update video on the one I just posted. I mentioned I would be talking a little bit about my vitrectomy for floater experience beyond just an update of the general health of the eye. So some of the things I get a lot of questions on, I'm just going to kind of take them from turn. I, like most of you all who are probably watching these videos, did not have a local doctor, a retinal specialist who was willing to perform this surgery, so I looked out of state. For this particular surgery, I found a doctor down in Charleston, South Carolina. His name is Lowry King. I investigated that, found him just through an internet search. If you remember back from when I had the surgery done on my left eye, that was from a doctor up in Virginia, in Arlington, Virginia. Unfortunately, he has since retired. That surgery was 3 years ago, and he's no longer operating. So I reached out to their office this year, wasn't able to schedule that with him, obviously. So that brought me down to Charleston. I drove down there about a month ago, met with the doctor, seemed like a pretty knowledgeable guy, was willing to operate in the eye, didn't see any major concerns on, generally speaking, these doctors don't want to do the surgery anyway, and then you do find one who's willing to perform it as he is. Very cautious on doing it, someone about my age. I'm in my mid-30s, but he was willing to do it. He said, look, I wouldn't have any reservations about telling you to come back 10 years from now and do it in your 40s, so it's kind of up to you. It's a little bit trickier the younger you are because your eye is healthier. It's a little bit harder for them to have to do a little more damage to the eye to get in, basically. Whereas your eye is older, he says he operates on a lot of people 60s, 70s. Eye's not in the best shape, might have to go in for some other type of surgery anyway. They do it kind of all at once, that sort of thing. Someone who's younger, that's not the case. But in any event, I had the surgery a couple days ago, stayed down in Charleston for a few nights, one night before the surgery, then the day of, and then I stayed and had the day after follow-up appointment with him. So generally speaking, that's the toughest part of this whole ordeal. The day of the surgery, it's tricky, but you see an anesthesiologist, they put you under, you don't feel a whole lot, you wake up, surgery's done. Got a big eye patch on your eye, can't see anything. And then from that point on, that's the toughest part, is that next 24 hours, because you can't look at how your eye looks, you probably don't want to, but you don't want to see what it's like, but you can't take your eye patch off until the next day, and it's very, very difficult to sleep that night. You're just worried about it. Next day you come in, they remove the eye patch, examine the eye, basically send you on your way. Now, you can't drive, you need to have someone with you. Eyes very bloody, vision's very blurry, but generally, if your eye is okay, they'll send you off for follow-up in a week and then in a month's time.